GSL Korea, Taste and Artosis. Tastosis, the casting archon here in our ballin' new studio.
Oh my God, it is beautiful.
There is so much room down here. There's the Apollo. You spot him? It's like, where's Waldo here?
And there's the delivery
And there's
man.
the pizza guy. Are we really doing this?
Yep.
All right. Dishing out the pizzas.
Michael Morhaime gets 2. Nobody else gets any. This is actually a terrible stuff.
Oh, nice. For the next round, you bought a bunch of pizzas. We got to get somebody to go down there and steal some pizza for us.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully there's cheese. I told them yesterday, please make sure there's cheese.
There's not going to be cheese. Nobody cares if you're a
I
vegetarian.
didn't eat today.
You didn't eat today?
Well, I ate breakfast this morning, but that was at like 8 a.m.
You got your tasty carbs in there.
Oh, man. I guess
look at that.
that's a lot of pizza. If
Whoa.
there's not one cheese in there, Taste, I'm going to be very sad indeed.
Here's what we're going to do. You can eat the crust of my pepperoni
No,
pizza.
I don't want your gross crust, Tasteless.
Well, that was very nice of Mike Morhaime to
Yeah.
do that. I love that we got a shot of the pizza guy walking
No,
down.
I know.
That was so awesome.
They're like, so you're going to do this first. He's like, I'm a delivery
He's like,
man.
I'm a pizza guy. He's like, I got to get back to work. But
You watch now. He's going to propel this to riches. He's going to be in every TV show that a pizza's delivered in because he now has stage experience
that
and
was not
delivery
an actor,
experience.
guys. That was a real pizza
This
man.
is a real pizza man, but he's going to be an actor soon, Tasteless.
He's going to be famous.
He's going to be like that guy that like carried the umbrella for the rapper and now owns an umbrella company and is
Oh
rich.
my God, I've heard about that.
Yeah.
Who's the umbrella guy was
Well,
that?
it doesn't matter because now the pizza guy's going to do that.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Wow. He's got the experience. He knows how to act like a pizza man because he was a pizza man.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
he even keeps the job for a bit. That's called method acting, Tasteless. Only Robert De Niro does that, Tasteless.
Oh my God, you're so funny. All right, so we got a lot of pizza down here. This is going to be good. We do this from time to time, guys. If you come to the studio, and again, come to our studio. It is so sick. It is so big.
Yeah,
And,
it's pretty awesome, man. I think we're gonna have a lot of people visiting it this year, more than ever before.
well, the area that we moved the studio to is much more accessible.
Yeah,
much more
truly
accessible.
is.
Look, I spotted the Apollo again.
He's so happy to have pizza. Look at how smiley he is. He's like, oh my God, this
Like, I
pizza.
can't believe there's pizza in Korea too. That's right, the Apollo.
That's right.
That's right. You guys got McDonald's out here too. That's
He's
right,
like, pizza and Starcraft? No way!
All right, we're gonna go to our next match.
If we ordered this much pizza in Sweden, that would bankrupt Blizzard. Because Sweden's expensive.
All right, so we got a creator over here. Now, this guy is so good, and he's kind of a revolutionary.
Yeah.
He knows exactly how to.
He
how to
is
come up
one
with
of
a
the
new build.
leaders of Protoss, but he's very specific in the builds he makes, right? He loves upgrades. He even said so in his interview, but like this guy in Wings of Liberty against Terran and against Protoss would go like lots of upgrades, lots of Colossus. Against Zerg, you'd go lots of upgrades, but a lot of Blink Stalkers and sometimes Colossus. But he's against a Terran here, and I'm so excited to see
Not
how
just
quickly he
any
gets his
Terran.
forges.
Yeah,
That's what I'm interested in.
Bomber is a macro machine. This guy can pretty much outproduce anybody. It almost looks unreal when you're watching, or for us when we're casting. I'm like, oh my God, he remade all of it that quick. So
He always has more supply than you expect. Always.
this guy will get maxed oftentimes before his Zerg opponents.
Yeah.
It's actually
He
happens
does
all the time.
He does it. And then you kill his army and he's maxed still.
Yeah.
Definitely a superb macro player.
I wouldn't say there's a ton of guile with Bomber. I think it's much more of a kind of brute force.
Not a ton of guile, more brute force. I can go with that.
Yeah.
He's not.
That statement was correct, and I got to use guile in the cast, so I sounded smart.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if he can Sonic Boom Creator Tasteless.
That's true. I hate playing people that play guile.
No, I know.
That's the worst, man.
It certainly is.
All right, well, everybody's got their pizza.
Looks delicious.
One person
I hope that there's a cheese
There's no
pizza.
cheese pizza.
There has to be
I
a
will
cheese
bet you
down
money
there.
right now there's no cheese pizza.
I'm so sad. I'm so terribly sad. All right.
I will bet you a cheese pizza there's no cheese pizza.
Okay. No, I'm not. Why would I bet that? Because then I buy you a cheese pizza after there's no cheese pizza. I'm not taking that bet.
I thought I had you
All
there.
right. I almost did. I'm like, oh, wow, you're going to give me a cheese pizza? Okay. No. Anyways, first map, Daybreak.
Okay, now what do you think the score is going to be with these two? Because I'm going to go 2-1.
I think it will be 2-1. I think so much of this depends upon exactly what types of builds Creator wants to do. Because I feel like I already know what Bomber's going to do. He's going to macro like a fiend, and he's going to boost his medevacs around so quickly.
I feel like Bomber's one of these guys you want to cripple early on. That's the way to go help for sure. So we're going to see, though, as the game is now loaded here in Seoul, Korea, in our new studio at Samsung Station in Gangnam. We have the best Starcraft 2 players in the world for Heart of the Swarm to decide who is going to be the next world champion. Introducing our players in the upper right. In the blue, the only Protoss in this group. Will he get out? We're going to see soon. He is
Creator Prime.
One of 7 Protosses in this GSL Korea season.
That's right. And the and in the bottom left, we have our Terran player. Very, very powerful. Will he be as strong here in Heart of the Swarm? He is.
Starty Bomber.
We got a totally new setup here.
Yes.
At GSL. It's actually kind of funny because you were the one with the preview screen.
Yeah, we actually don't have a computer today. We'll have it next time. But
yep.
Look at how cool the new UI is. This is a new thing that you can do with StarCraft 2.
Right.
Custom UIs. And this is, look at that. That's beautiful.
It's amazing.
Do you see that? Like, look at this command center thing in the bottom right that we're looking at right now. I like the gray boxes around the things in the production tab. I love the production tab being big like that.
Well, it's nice because
where it says production, you know what you're looking at.
Oh, look at that. May God watch over you. All right. Can you read that?
Multi-Riker something?
I missed it.
I'm not sure.
Okay. I think that was intended for some special nerd somewhere that's watching.
Yeah, it could be. Well.
All right, anyways. No, I love this, these new features.
This little setup that we're watching right now, man, this is so cool. I can't wait to see all the different ways that people make this work, you know? Like, it's just, it's so neat.
Yeah, it's sick. I love the way that they're continuing to improve this. Well, it's really cool for Legend, too. I mean, Legend now has all these new ways that he can enhance our observing experience.
And look at how much more screen we can see.
Yeah, it's great.
It's really nice.
By the way, say hi to Legend on Twitter, guys.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Wait, it's good. Do you know his Twitter ID off the top of your head?
Startail Legend.
Startail Legend. It's just that. Okay, yeah.
I think so.
Send him some love, guys, because it's actually very difficult to observe games.
It is indeed.
Remember,
as AdaBC well knows.
Yeah, AdaBC knows. Yeah, the legendary AdaBC.
Yeah.
Who observes most of our events.
Indeed. We do have a Reaper opening into expansion here from Bomber. The new Reaper in Heart of the Swarm, in case you guys have not been paying huge attention to Heart of the Swarm, just waiting for Code S or something like that. It's super fast. You don't need an add-on to make it. And it does much less damage to light units and to buildings. So it's a fantastic scouting unit right now, basically.
Yeah. And, of course, it regens really fast. Mm-hmm. I want to steal its stem cells, to be totally honest. It's like live forever.
That would not be a terrible choice. So we do have Bomber continuing to scout, trying to figure out exactly what's going on here.
Right.
And the Nexus goes up after the Reaper leaves, so he didn't get full intel. He could think anything's happening right now. In the meantime, Bomber adding another Rax. So he's going to have a lot of Marine production, and that should make him pretty safe overall. You know, you have to be careful if your opponent goes for something like, let's say, an Oracle Rush. You really need to be careful how many Marines. You want 6 Marines in your main base to really crush that Oracle.
Right.
When you start hitting lower numbers, then things are going to go very wrong for you.
There's a lot of shenanigans you can pull with that mothership early on. All right, now here, because this is going to be the moment of truth. You can bring the pizza slice over. We're going to see is there cheese.
There's no cheese
there's
pizza.
No cheese.
This is actually my life.
No, you can leave that right there.
I've sacrificed myself living in Korea for StarCraft, and never can I ever have pizza.
We got the Reaper coming in here now. And I don't even think he's going to be able to get out, will he?
No, he'll get out. Reapers are so fast.
Yeah, they're just too good.
I just always assume the Reaper will live, because unless you really overextend with it, that little guy gets in and out every time, it seems.
And, of course, we have a hallucinated Phoenix coming in here, and this is a great way to scout.
Not just the hallucinated Phoenix. By the way, sentries now start with hallucination. Nice little change. We do have the Mothership Core coming over as well, and Mothership Cores do a good job of light harassment, and sometimes you'll see them kill a Marine that's out of position, maybe an SCV, or even Time Warp a Mineral Line to slow down the mining of their
Yeah,
opponent.
I mean, you're probably not going to use the Mothership spells. You know, if you're not going to use them early on, you might as well just go in there and, Time Warp the SCVs, do something to slow them down. Anything.
Well, that Reaper's still staying alive. In fact, going to clean out this scout from Creator. Ooh, what was that? That's interesting right there, that pylon.
Does he really want to do that? Or?
You know, he does have some more gates coming in, but I don't think he's going to, like, warp any units
That's why I'm
across the map. That
surprised
would
by it. I
shock me.
feel like he will inevitably lose that. There's, but I don't know. We'll see.
It's a funny pylon. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's kind of a weird move.
Yeah, he might have been waiting to see if other units were going to walk out through that direction or something like that. And in fact, he did force a couple bunkers to start, so he scared Bomber just a little bit there.
Yeah, more effective than I expected that to be.
Well, the Observer sees what's going on, and look at this. Whoa, Creator Prime really going into Colossus Tech and 2 Forges? No way, Creator Prime. Doing
He's
exactly
sticking to
what
his
he
roots,
does.
man.
Yes.
What I love about Creator's builds is that they're so solid.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, a lot of people watching here are not just here to be entertained, but they're here to learn because they want to go to the ladder, take the nerd ladder points.
Yeah.
As the Tasteless does, but
Tasteless.
as the Tasteless does. But they don't know what build to use. What Creator's doing right now in a PvT, you could totally copy,
Yes.
and you could climb the ranks.
And, it is a really great build, but you do have to be careful. There are ways that Terran can abuse it if
Sure.
you don't execute just perfectly. For instance, if you really commit to Colossus, they can throw up a second starport, get a lot of Vikings, and hit a little timing attack where they snipe your Colossus so quickly that you can't stop their bioforces. And from what we see from Bomber so far, there's no third command center. He's adding his extra Raxes, so he's committing to put on a lot of pressure and do some attacks, do some harassment as well in the mid game.
Yeah.
That is absolutely going to occur.
This is so cool.
Now, how many Colossi do you think Creator's going to get? I think he's actually going to go into Twilight here.
I think he's going to get 3.
I think this might just be the one Colossi build.
Oh, you know what? That could be good too. Okay, guys, one Colossi build. What you want to look for is Terran may overmake Vikings.
Yes. If they had to sing a starport, then they get in trouble.
What I like it more than this is you hallucinate like 2 Colossi, and then
you could do that.
You poke them, and then run away, and then all they'll do is they'll see the 2 Colossi, and that instant triggers them to stop making medevacs and make non-stop Vikings.
Yeah. Well, the Twilight Council is coming up. Definitely going to help him to start the 2-2. Notice still no Colossus range being researched, so that once again leads us to believe that this will be a single Colossi build. Just add a little bit of splash damage and hope your opponent over-counters it. And look at this. He is going to drop 1 Marine in, stim, and run around, see what's going on.
All right, and actually it's going to be completely deflected. Really nicely done.
Yeah, very well done there.
That is smart. Much smarter to do that than get into a scan. I know that Marine is going to be very scared doing that.
Yeah.
But
right now he's just scouting with medevacs, just boosting in, seeing where units are, seeing if he can find anywhere to drop, anywhere to harass.
Oh, and guys, add our new sponsor on Twitter.
Yeah.
Send them some love.
MANGOSIX_KR. Tell them that you love them and that when you visit Korea, you absolutely will drink coffee only.
Only coffee.
From Mango
no
6.
water. No water.
Yeah, and only from MANGOSIX.
And only from MANGOSIX. All right, so I'm kind of intrigued by this little expansion here from our Terran player. He's going to push out.
Isn't that quite Bomber-esque?
It's very Bomber-esque. He's like, well, this base is closer to him, so when I start to push nonstop, I will get there a little bit quicker.
Exactly.
Not exactly safe, but I mean, let's see, what are the supplies? All right, once again, Bomber already ahead in supply.
He's already starting his Ghost, though, and this actually makes me feel like Bomber's still in a good spot. You know, he really committed to making a lot of units early on and got a very late third command center, but with the speed of his Ghosts, it isn't going to matter as much. What's really going to get him is how good Creator's upgrades are, because Bomber's about to finish up his 1-1, whereas 2-2 is halfway done for Creator, so he's going to be probably 2 upgrades up for the majority of this game.
Bomber probably can't attack into Creator for a while. He might anyways because it's Bomber.
Yeah, could happen. His supply is reasonably higher right now, 153 to 137. And he made a lot of Vikings. He definitely overcommitted there. He's been slightly tricked. He never really did get those good scouts off, and Bomber's such a macro fiend, he doesn't like to scan. He likes to drop those mules. So he has way overproduced Vikings at 6. Now, 6 Vikings is overkill against 1 unranged Colossi.
When you've got, hold that thought. Actually, he's going to try to come in here, and it looks like it's some. Oh my God, he's bringing SCVs too. He's coming in here now and hitting hard. Yeah, definitely overproduced the Vikings there.
Ooh, that EMP pushing him back a little bit. Right now, Creator's a little bit scared. He's got to hit his storms.
Oh, nice dodge there again.
And a beautiful storm going down, hitting a lot of these Marines. And it looks like he doesn't have any storms left, but everything has been damaged.
Here. I think there's not enough Stalkers that he can actually kite the Immortals so that they never do enough damage. More Marines coming here.
But that is Archons in there as well. He's dealing a lot of damage, and the Medivacs are starting to get picked off. And it looks like this battle...
Really nicely done there by Creator.
Definitely going in his favor.
Let's look at that situation back there. We had the fully upgraded Protoss looking fantastic with some storms ready. I think you want to go for a big drop in the main.
You know, it would have been probably more effective than what we saw.
Oh my God, he's going to do it again.
We actually don't have any High Templars, so this is a good move. There's very little splash. It's only Archons for splash right now.
Does he? I guess he's taken pretty much every SCV.
Yeah, this is... Bomber knows he's too far behind. He's got to get something done, and this is the exact time to do so. But his SCV's not getting in front right now. He's got to have those up front.
Now they're finally here. The SCVs, it doesn't matter if they die as long as the Marines and the Marauders get them back, continue to deal the damage. But Creator is slowly but surely pushing his opponent back in GG.
Well done here.
Wow.
And wow.
Creator ain't having none of that.
I've got to say that was well done by Creator. Bomber misreading the situation. This is really what has happened. You know, if he had actually gotten that Stim Marine to scout through, or perhaps used a scan when it didn't work, he could have been able to tell that it's a 1 Colossus build. He built 6 Vikings, and then when his attack came in, the splash damage of the High Templars that he wasn't as ready for really dealt the damage that Creator needed to stabilize.
I feel like what Bomber did back there was a little bit too Wings of Liberty-esque. Protoss has a lot more tools at their disposal to deal with that trick where you pull your workers and sacrifice your economy for one big attack. Because they got, I'm always calling it the Nexus Cannon. What is the proper term for it?
Photon Overcharge.
Photon Overcharge.
But we will be calling it Nexus Cannon.
All right, we'll just call it that. And then, of course, they got the Time Warp. Or Quagmire. Yeah. I believe it's called Quagmire. Wait,
Time Warp.
Is Time Warp? Okay, no, not Quagmire.
Perhaps it creates a Quagmire for the units within it. But
So you got those 2 abilities, and with that, there's no way. I don't know, man. Don't laugh at me anymore. No, but seriously, you got those 2 abilities. It's going to be really hard for a guy with infantry to actually do that kind of damage to you.
Yeah. You know, definitely Terran's going to have to fall back on some medevac harassment and whatnot. But,
right.
I think Bomber has to be very careful about his scouting. He has to know exactly what Creator's going for, because if you let Creator live too long, when you do a build like that, he will kill you with his upgrades.
Well, he's going for the end game.
Yes,
Creator wants to get to that perfect position where he cannot lose. All right, guys, we're going into game number 2. Is Bomber going to come back, or is Creator going to close this out? We're going to find out soon. I'm Baseless, with me is Artosis, and this is the GSL Codex.